Hi, this is Danny, and I am here to give an update on my Hard 75. It's been a while since I've posted. Oh, I'm just a hot mess right now. Let me show you where look how beautiful that is out there. Beautiful. It looks pretty during the winter, but it is beautiful during the summer. Nothing beats clear blue water, fishing pole, and sun over snow any day. Anyhow, I am here to give an update on what's been happening and things I've learned about myself, about the world around me, and the Hard 75. And how it's making me more focused on myself so that I could be a better me and handle what's outside of me and outside of the scope of my control in a better, more productive and effective way. So I'm so embarrassed to say this, but I have to start the 75 hard over again. I did not drink a gallon of water. I tried. I really tried. It's hard to drink a gallon of water. Has anybody ever really tried it? And I'm not talking like just for one day. A gallon of water every single day. I have never run to the bathroom so much in my entire life. I think every cell in my body must be washed clean. Baptized by my Stanley cup filled with ice and water. Anyhow, I didn't drink all of my water, and to maintain integrity of the 75 hard, I have to start over again. In the meantime, a lot's been going on. I don't want to get too much into it because it really has nothing to do with me and my self-development, my self-improvement, and my self-investment. But it does have to do with how I decide to handle situations outside the circle of my control. I'm self-employed, and I had something happen at work, and it just kind of derailed me for a couple days, but I'm okay now. And everything's fine. I just had to put my thinking cap on, sit back, and put some systems in place to handle that particular situation should it ever rise again. Fingers crossed, prayers to the Lord that it doesn't, but if it does, I've got it handled because I've got a system in place now. And the 75 hard helped me focus on that. Also, there's another area in my life with other people who are involved in my life that just like family, they're outside of my control, and though I really want to help, and though I really love them, I just have to sit back and remember that what's going on with them has nothing to do with the price of my can of beans, has nothing to do with my self-investment in myself. That situation is still going to happen. That situation is still going to be happening. All I could do is support them and take care of what's mine so that I'm a better person and better able to help them should they decide that they want to ask for help. And the 75 hard helped me see that. I mean, that's a lesson we all know. You know, it's a fact of life for everybody. But, you know, when you just want to help someone so bad, and you can't, there's nothing you could do. It's outside of your control. It's not in your circle of control. It's outside of your circle of control. But it's still affecting your inner circle. And the only thing that I have control over is how I respond to situations in my life that are within my control, so that I'm better able to help them should they ask for help with whatever is going on in their life. And so I was going to delay putting off the 75 hard and wait till things settled down and life got back on an even keel. But you know what? That's not life. Things are always going to happen. Things are always going to come up. I'm going to make bad decisions. Other people are going to make bad decisions. The only decisions that I have control over are my decisions. And whether I invest in myself or not is a choice. And I have chosen to use the 75 hard as a tool to invest in myself, to develop me and make the changes that I need to make my life different, to thrive, to become prosperous, go where I want to go and do what I need to do on all levels, financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically. That's what I'm using this 75 hard as a tool for me to affect those changes in my life. And you're going to have to excuse me while I'm going on and on, because I haven't learned how to edit yet. So you're just going to get this uncut, posted, and what you see is what you get, because that's just the type of person I am. What you see is what you get. And that water's beautiful out there. So anyways, I am going to start the 75 hard again. I'm going to start tomorrow morning. Again, I've got my plan in place to try to get to get the gallon of water inside of me. It's just so much, I'm close to a gallon, but I just can't get that last 16 ounces in. It's a lot of water. It's good. God knew what he was doing when he created water, but that is a lot of water to drink. The Charmin company is making more money off of me. That's how much water I'm drinking. Anyhow, so I just wanted to pop in, admit my failure of not drinking the gallon of water and having to restart, my embarrassment and hesitancy, trepidation of coming back and publicly acknowledging that I had failed and I was going to do it again. I could have chosen not to and just disappeared forever, but I really want to do the 75 hard. If I could learn the lessons that I learned in the first week of the 75 hard that I learned, imagine what I could learn in the full 75 days, and the tools that I will have at my disposal to change the trajectory of my life, to just change how things are going, not only temporally, but spiritually and emotionally and just physically. That little lesson I learned about not giving up when I failed right away, I just felt so self-confident in my thinking process and thinking it through and putting it to use and restarting this 75 hard, that I know when I finish the 75 hard, those few little tools that I have in my tool belt now are going to be a frickin' tool chest when I'm done. And I'm so excited to see who I am and how I'll be thinking when I'm done with the 75 hard. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to come out here, sit by the lake, talk about this. It is really hard to admit that I failed, but over water. I got my exercise in. I did everything else. It was just 16 ounces of water that set me back. But at least it set me back at the beginning and not the end. And I didn't have to start a 3-month process over again. I was just like a week into it, and less than a week into it. And now I'm going to be restarting. So if anybody should pick this up and listen to this, and if it helps you in any way, I am so glad. I really, truly, sincerely believe that we go through what we've been through. We're going to go through what we're going to go through to become the people we need to be to help those around us. If we didn't go through our experiences and have our scope of knowledge, we'd never be there to pass it down to someone else when it's their turn to need it. If that made sense. I'm not even sure I said that right. So, anyway, I'm going to go, and I'll probably be talking to you when I'm on my next walk. I'm clocking about a 20 to 22 mile minute. 20 to 22 minute mile walking, and some of that is uphill, quite a bit of it actually. I don't know if 20 to 22 minutes a mile walking is good, but that's what I'm clocking, and I'm at almost 3 miles. So I'm pretty proud of that. I didn't think I'd be able to do that this quick. Okay, y'all have a nice Sunday, and I'll see you later, y'all. Bye.